joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricane. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The gun. The running back has it. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He's got him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Lets it fly. Finds a man by himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you shoot. The guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Defense showing blitz here. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Hoosiers are threatening on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Flips it out to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. some serious yardage and showing off those wheels. He's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Why not trying to get it in? That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Fires left. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He rifles one deep down the right side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Trying to barrel in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It's third and goal and third and long. They'll send the back in motion. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space who can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the left. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane. Once he got some room, it was over. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
They'll operate out of split backs. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Punch it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pringle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's shot. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Hoosiers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the right. Finds some room. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami 35, Indiana 14.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Fakes to grab, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Using the quick game. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Timeout, Miami.
He wants to change this route. Toss to the outside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Creates a little room. Oh, out of space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
He'll bring it out. It's Maddox.
The return is brought down at the 16, and the Indiana offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Duggar. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Spins away from the defender. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
Come on, set.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Miami 42, Indiana 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
On the ready.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Lasso.
The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Now on second down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
We'll take over. First and 10.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air on second down. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Hoosiers have it with a first and 10. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Makes the grab on the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Gets the back moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well give it to him again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the edge on the right. finding open areas. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Moves away as he feels pressure. Swings it out to the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.